Today on Inside Yellow Jacket Athletics, as our fall sports start winding down, that winning tradition continues. Coach Davison has been a long-time fixture here at Oxford High. On today's Behind the Sting, we sit down with Coach D to find out what the Oxford Way means. And we look back at the amazing win by the Yellow Jackets over Clay Chalkville to win the Class 6A Region 6 title in football. Now, let's roll that intro. Welcome back to Inside Yellow Jacket Athletics. Let's get caught up with everything happening here at Oxford High School. The Oxford Yellow Jackets football team clinched the Class 6A Region 6 title last Friday night by defeating Clay Chalkville 21-10. We spoke to Coach Adams about this amazing victory and what it means for the program and his thoughts moving forward.
Coach, big win this past weekend, clinched the region. Just talk about your feelings on that game and coming out of it Friday night.
Well, it was a huge game, a lot of magnitude, a lot of attention that was leading up to the game, and rightfully so. I mean, there's two really good teams, and a lot of things on the line there. Region championships are still a big deal. It gives you an advantage bracket-wise to be that number one seed as opposed to the two. It gives you a greater chance for more potential home games in the playoffs moving forward. And Clay Chalkville is still a star-studded team, and I think a lot of people expect them to have this big fall off from last year after they graduated 3 All-Americans and 2 other SEC guys and all that. But it really had not been the case. They played at a really high level all year long, and I'm super proud of just the way that our guys attacked the game. There was no timidness out of our guys, and I didn't sense any nerves or anything like that. They just came out and played as hard as they could and made the big plays when they had to. Now moving forward, it's time to strap them back on again and head at it again this Thursday. Just talk about this third game coming up, and then looking down, looking to the future as far as first round. Well, the challenge now is, when you win a big game like that, you get a lot of people kind of patting you on the back and telling you how good we played and all that, and that is true. But we got to be able to compartmentalize that a little bit and put that game behind us now, and understand that we got a lot of football left to play, and if we're going to get to where we want to go eventually, that we have to continue to steadily improve week in and week out. And this week's going to be no different from any other in that aspect. But hopefully, we're playing our best football here at the end of the regular season and as the playoffs get started.
Everybody's still pretty healthy?
Yeah, we made it out of that game without any serious injuries, and still rolling along.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Adams. The Yellow Jackets are back in action this Thursday night versus Huffman, and then travel to Florence, Alabama for the final regular season game on November the 1st, before coming back to Lamar Field on November the 8th to host the first round of the 6A state playoffs. Football is not the only sport dominating right now. Volleyball is also in the spotlight as they just won their area tournament, advancing the Lady Jackets to the regional play in Hoover. We spoke to Coach Wendy McKibben about the huge area win and advancing to the regional playoffs.
Coming off an area championship from last Tuesday night, we're set up really good to go to the regional tournament this Wednesday in Hoover. We will play Fort Payne, our first game, and then after we win that one, we will play more than likely Hazel Green that afternoon. So kids played really well against Pell City in the area tournament. We've been playing very well the last couple of weeks. The weekend before the area tournament, we finished second in the Supreme Court tournament in Gunnersville. We went 5-1. So I'm real pleased with where we are right now in our season.
What's your takes from this season so far and from your seniors going out?
This group of seniors and this varsity team has a special place in my heart. The chemistry, the camaraderie, how they're all friends, and how they just play well for each other. They support each other. They're just a great group of athletes, but more importantly, they're a great group of people. They're very nice young ladies that have a lot of heart and desire and competitive spirit. And the senior class is real special to me because they've all been on the varsity since their freshman year. So it's like
kind of grew up with them.
Kind of grew up with them, but you're also losing just a good group of kids, and you don't want the season to end, but you want to be in the postseason when the season ends. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So you discussed team chemistry there. How do you think that really affects kind of like the, I guess, atmosphere of a game, or how people bounce off of each other?
Team chemistry and the environment that we're about to go play in, where there's got 6 different classifications going on at one time, 6 courts, it's loud, it's huge, because you got to trust your teammates. I mean, you got to trust that someone's going to get that ball, and they're giving them every effort that they can every play. I mean, and you only play for your team, you're in Oxford, but you also play for your friends and your peers, and the seniors are playing for the seniors, sophomores are playing for the seniors. I mean, it's just a big deal.
Well, I mean, so you're going again, like you said, to Hoover. Do you feel there's like, trying to think how to word this. Do you feel there is more of a kind of sense of urgency of them kind of getting there and like kind of getting off to like a fast-paced start, like we've kind of seen in these sort of
Absolutely. Normally our region is up in Huntsville at the Von Braun, and we never really had a lot of student support, but Mr. Taylor actually just sent out an email about students that want to come watch us at regionals in Hoover, and I think that'll be a big deal. Having your student body there and people from Oxford to represent Oxford, to cheer for Oxford, makes them play a lot better. But you're right, you got to come off to a fast start. You don't want to always play from behind, because that's hard to do in volleyball.
Unfortunately, the Lady Yellow Jackets fell to Hazel Green yesterday afternoon in the Class 6A regional final in Hoover, bringing their season to an end. The volleyball team finishes their season at 45-9. Congratulations to the Yellow Jackets on an amazing season. If you have spent any time at Oxford High School over the last 40 years, there's been one constant, and that is Coach Larry Davison. In this week's edition of Behind the Sting, we go one-on-one with Coach Larry Davison, whose impact on this program and this school and community will be felt for many generations to come. And he also explains what it means to do it the Oxford way.
Coach, just talk about how long have you been at Oxford High School, and how much does this school mean to you?
Well, a lot of people think I'm from Oxford and went to school at Oxford, but actually I'm not. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Came here, I've been here since 1980. Coach Burgess hired me in 1980, and I was the head basketball coach, assistant football coach, and head boys and girls tennis coach. And so when I got here, I was surrounded by a lot of good people, and realized this was a place that I wanted to raise my family. And I had 2 young girls at the time, and had some opportunities to move on, but why move on from a place like this? And so it's, I say this, we talk about the Oxford way. The Oxford way is not where you're from. The Oxford way is what a community believes in, and what the people you work with believe in, and it's more about relationships with people. So yeah, I've been here and been blessed to be here, and it's a great place, and I hope our student athletes realize what they have here, not only in facilities but in the people and the coaches that they work with. Our coaches, our men and women, are strong people of character, and they're more worried about our student athletes becoming good husbands and good wives and good citizens than they are the wins and losses. And they're excellent coaches, and the wins and losses takes care of them. Plus, we compete for championships in every sport we got.
You're just talking about the Oxford way in this community. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Because this community it takes care of its own.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of support in this community. Whether people, because most of the people that you and I both know are not from here. They got connections to somehow to here, but they're not from here. But elaborate more on the Oxford way.
Like I said, the Oxford way is what you believe in. It's a belief that the community has in how you act and how you win and how you lose. It's easy to win, but it's not easy to lose sometimes. And so the Oxford way is more about how you conduct yourself and what your character's all about.
Coach, you've put a lot of years in, and you've seen this place grow. What do you go through on a daily basis to keep this program running?
Well, the good thing is I'm just a support guy. I feel like my job is to be of service to our coaches. We have excellent head coaches and excellent assistant coaches. You know, when I got here a long time ago, there were 4 varsity coaches. Now we have over 70 coaches overall. So it's just being a support for them and giving the coaches materials and facilities that they need to do their job.
What season do you like the most?
I'd say the season I like the most is the one that's happening right now, and sometimes they overlap. So you know we're excited right now. We've got football going on. Just won a great region championship. Our volleyball team just won the area championship and playing in the super regional. And today's the first day of basketball practice, and they open November the 11th. Wrestling team will get started. So it's I'm one of those kind of guys. When I coached, I wanted my guys to play multiple sports, to be a part of it. You get one high school career, and you need to make the most of it.
What's one word of advice you could give to the younger Yellow Jackets coming up?
I'd say some advice I would get them would be enjoy your time, enjoy the ride. You know, it's over. I tell this to seniors all the time at our banquets. Hey, there's going to come a time when you wish you had one more game to play or one more year to play. So enjoy the time that's here and make the best of it.
Coach Davison is definitely a true example of what it means to be selfless. Before we get out of here today, we want to give you an update on all the scores from this past week. We want to remind everyone to like, follow, and share on all of our social media platforms, and that you can catch live streams of all regular season events at OHS Jacket Media on YouTube. That's all for today. Tune in to next week's episode, and remember, go Big O.
My name is Virginia Bowen, and I have the honor of serving as Chief Executive Officer for AOD Federal Credit Union. AOD have served Calhoun County since 1950, and we're here to serve your financial needs as well. Come see us at AOD Federal Credit Union, and we're proud sponsors of the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Go Big O!
Welcome to On Time Fashions, where we carry a wide variety of dressy and dressy casual and urban attire from head to toe for your man's needs. Ranging from suits to even jeans, we got dress hats, dress socks, dress shoes, ties, bow ties, cologne, everything you need as a man. Don't forget, come and see us for all of your tuxedo needs. Come get dripped out and stay sauced up at On Time Fashions.
I just want to welcome you guys to the CMP Judith Legursky Competition Center. You can come and experience a world-class experience and a world-class facility. Here at CMP, we are proud sponsors of Oxford High School. Come see us at CMP.